This is how good Islam is, right? Because up until this moment, when Charles Oliveira finished Justin Gaethje and he just beat him up and dropped him on the feet and then submitted him on the ground, people were thinking there's no one that can challenge Charles. Charles is at such an elite level. Islam beats him so soundly that now you're like, I don't even know if it makes sense for Charles to fight him again.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's how good he is.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, Jack. Yes, turn. Yes, half guard. Yes, half guard. Okay, I'm stressing. There you go. Yes. Yes. No. Don't destruct me. Oh. Yes. Oh.
Come on.
The little wins. Now, come on, Jack. Just go. Just go. Just go. Yeah. Angry. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. 1 minute scrap. Yes. Let's go. Yes. That's what.
It has to. Like, come on.
There you go. This is how it should be. Yes. Yes. He did sprawl.
Rogan has finally reacted to Islam Makhachev's brutal win over Jack Della Maddalena, calling it a terrifying statement to the entire lightweight division. Rogan said Islam read Jack like a book from the first exchange, showing perfect timing, distance control, and total calm even when hit clean. To him, Islam looked like a champion who had already visualized the entire fight before it happened. A level of composure and dominance that proves he's evolving into something far scarier than anyone expected.
Jack, according to his coach, was stuck in the mud. He wasn't moving the feet quite as much. And at the end of every round, his coach, and I'm sure they have a great relationship, so they understand each other, should I say. But the coach was just giving him a hard time. He was like, what are you doing, mate? Don't sit there in half guard. Don't do this, don't do that. Come on, you got to fight him. You're stuck in the mud. He was just giving him crap every single time. And Jack, as the fight was going on, was just looking more and more deflated, dejected, defeated. DC and Rogan were saying that he was grimacing. He was grimacing in pain. I'm sure that some of the elbows and the punches and the calf kicks were all hurting. But I think for the most part, it was just the fact that he couldn't do anything. He was getting taken down. He was getting controlled. He did do a good job of not giving up, okay? Because, listen, Islam is a tremendous fighter, okay? He's got a record now of 28-1. He now ties Anderson Silva for a 16-fight win streak. I still think Anderson's was more impressive because 12 of those 16 fights were title fights, and that is more impressive. And of course, we saw some wild knockouts from Anderson Silva, but still, I'm not taking away from Islam Makhachev. What he's achieved is unbelievable. He's a two-weight division champion. Anderson Silva didn't do that, and he has won 16 in a row, okay? So take a bow. Unbelievable. And it was domination from start to finish. He caught the single leg and then he sweeps the other leg in round one. In round two, he pushes Jack up against the fence. Jack got a little bit too confident.
Win the streak. Jack can give win the streak. Charles Oliveira didn't know. What's up, coach? Let's go. Let's go. What's your chicken? I'm gonna watch you wait. Let's Iron Man.
Have just defeated Jack Della Maddalena in the main event of UFC 322 in the fucking... Oh man, dominated him by decision. 5 rounds, a half guard. What's there not to love, man? Just really riveting stuff. Islam Makhachev wins, dude. Double champ. Not simultaneously. They don't allow that anymore for some reason. But Islam Makhachev defeats Jack Della Maddalena at welterweight. 5 rounds, dominates it. Gets the takedowns, stays on top. I think these were the strike stats. 5 rounds against JDM. 26 significant strikes landed over 25 minutes. Oh, 19 minutes of control time. 4 for 4 on takedowns, dude. His takedowns were good.
It was like Islam absorbed Jack's reads instantly and used them against him. And the MMA world noticed. Some fans say Jack Della Maddalena was simply too small, while others argue that this version of Islam would have broken anyone. Even fighters like Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, and Geithia commented that Islam's mental shutdown ability is what makes him so dangerous. Now the big question is, what's next? Because if Islam keeps dominating like this, the lightweight division may have no real challengers left. Some fans want him to move to welterweight for double champ status, while others want him to stay at lightweight and build one of the most dominant reigns in UFC history, champion in the UFC. And Rogan believes
UFC fighters with Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena.
I think Della is gonna get it done.
I cannot go against Makhachev in this one.
I don't know who's going to win this fight, okay? Like right now at this moment, I'm leaning towards Islam.
For me, I'm going to go with Islam Makhachev.
I think Islam, we will see. He's going to use his wrestling more.
I still think Islam should win.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if JDM gets it done.
I would still kind of give the edge to Islam.
So for me, with this one, I think I'm going to pick Islam.
You know what? I'm going to go Jack.
Obviously, I'm going the underdog, going Jack Della Maddalena.
Islam is going to dethrone Jack Della Maddalena.
I am picking JDM to beat Islam.
No, I'm going to go with Jack Della Maddalena just because of the weight.
I'm leaning towards JDM, but I don't know why.
I think he beats Jack Della Maddalena. I think he finds a submission towards the end of the fight.
I think Islam probably going to win a decision.
I think I'm going to go with Islam.
I will go with Islam.
Can I ask you, and we'll shift gears to Islam a little bit now, are you sad we're not seeing Topuria versus Islam?
Yes, but ish, because I'm pumped to see Islam versus Jack. I love that fight for Jack. I want to see Jack get that opportunity. I want to see Jack given the opportunity to really just start like shutting down stars.
Let's talk about, because we'll talk about Pantoja and Kai Kara France in a second.
Trying to grapple with Islam at all. But of course, he had success against other grapplers in the past. Against Bilal Muhammad, he was able to have some success in the grappling transitions. But of course, Islam Makhachev is the next level. Okay, so he made a big mistake there in trying to go for his own throw, ended up back on the ground, and then in rounds 3, 4, and 5, Islam just timed them perfectly. There was almost no resistance, but there was a lot of resistance on the face of Jack, right? He looked miserable. He looked like he couldn't wait for this fight to end. And I'm not saying that to insult Jack, far from it. In fact, I'm saying the opposite, because he could have taken the easy way out several times. Islam was trying to finish him. He was trying to get Kimuras. He was trying to get straight arm locks. He was trying to get the doors multiple times that he's got many other great fighters with, and he was trying to get rear naked chokes, okay? And Jack was tired. Jack was deflated. He was dejected. He was beaten, and he knew it was. He knew he was. And all he could have done was just extend his arm. All he could have done was not resist, okay? But the man was still fighting. He was still trying to get back to his feet. His coach is giving him a hard time in the corner. They're all frustrated with him because, of course, they just want the best for him, but it wasn't meant to be, okay? Islam dominated the fight. It was one-way traffic. It was pretty easy. I don't know if Jack even landed a clean shot. In fact, he did. At the start of the first round, he landed a nice, I think it was a right hand or a left, it doesn't matter. He landed a good clean shot, and he went forward, and he was putting Islam on.
Rogan also addressed the old claims that Islam is boring or one-dimensional. But after this performance, those voices disappeared. Because this wasn't wrestling, this was a calculated execution. A mix of power, precision, and elite fight IQ that proved Islam can dominate anywhere. Jack Della Maddalena still deserves credit for stepping up against the most dangerous champion in the sport. But Islam showed he's operating on a completely different level. Now fans are debating whether he's cleaned out the division, whether it's time for a Charles Oliveira trilogy, or even a super fight with Leon Edwards. But one thing is clear. After UFC 322,